Hello, FPU students, and welcome back to Kinesiology 120 Concepts of Wellness. This evening, we're going to talk about social wellness and how it affects your overall well-being as you work towards a better, healthy lifestyle. Let's get started. From the time that you were born, your relationships have helped you learn to navigate the world. You learn how to interact with others, express yourself, and conduct everyday health habits and be parts of different communities that surround you. Positive social habits can help you build support systems and stay healthier, both mentally and physically. It's better to contribute to the common welfare of the community than to think only of ourselves. Living in harmony with others is better than living in conflict with them. And one of the most rapidly changing aspects of communication today is the variety of backgrounds, values, and languages. Now, before we go any further, let's have another assessment and see where you are at with your social wellness. Remember, we've done this in the past. 2 points for almost always, sometimes 1 point, and very seldom no points. First statement: when I meet people, I feel good about the impression that I make. Number 2, I am open, honest, and get along well with others. Number 3, I participate in a wide variety of social activities. Number 4, I get along well with all members of my family. I get along well with all members of my family. 5, I recognize personal behaviors that may be a problem in social surroundings. 6, I consider myself a good listener. 7, I am open and accessible to a loving and responsible relationship. 8, I have someone I can talk to about my private feelings. 9, I consider the feelings of others. 10, I consider how and what I say might be perceived by others before I speak. Add those up. 16 to 20 is excellent strength. 9 to 15 is room for improvement. 0 to 8 is time to get back to work on being able to communicate with yourself, becoming a better listener, and being open-minded and be able to join different communities, organizations, or groups and try to build yourself socially. Social wellness refers to our relationships and how we interact with others. Our relationships can offer support during difficult times. Social wellness involves building healthy, nurturing, and supportive relationships, as well as fostering a genuine connection with those around you. Too many times, the fast pace of our daily responsibilities do not allow us time for positive interactions, even those with the close loved ones to us or around us. Strong, positive relationships with people around us can benefit our overall well-being. This only does not benefit our overall well-being, but it also makes our lives much more enjoyable. Social intelligence is the capacity to know oneself and to know others. It develops from experience with people and learning from success and failures in social settings. Personal reflection. A high percentage of our waking time is spent relating to and communicating with others. These interactions can involve family members, peers, friends, work associates, and even strangers. An important goal of social wellness is to be able to relate and communicate in a positive and effective manner. Every contact that we have with another person can potentially influence that person's life. And with this in mind, we need to ask ourselves these questions. How well do you interact with others? How are your communication skills? Do you develop and maintain healthy relationships? Do you demonstrate respect for yourself and others? Do you demonstrate a genuine care for others? Do you allow others to care for you? Do you practice empathy? A personal reflection is an opportunity to reconsider events, thoughts, and feelings from a fresh perspective. It helps build emotional self-awareness, and you gain a better understanding of your emotions, your strengths, your weaknesses, and driving factors that make you who you are. Factors that can influence how we deal with others comes from our current mood or how we are treated by the other person and the amount of time that we have available for this contact. If we care about and are aware of how we are interacting with others, our actions and behaviors will reflect positive communication. The Golden Rule. One meaningful and often used communication guideline that has been around for centuries is the Golden Rule, which offers a standard for evaluating how we interact with others. Treat others as you would want to be treated. The rule is mentioned in the Bible twice and can provide both an important foundation and a worthy goal for relating to other people in a positive way. We can use the rule to evaluate how well we interact with others. We must ask ourselves, how well do you interact with yourself? How would you like to be treated if you were answering the same question you are asking someone else? How would you expect to be treated if you were a team member or a coworker who was working with you? If you were dealing with yourself, would you like to be treated in the same way that you treat others? Unfortunately, often individuals do not put themselves in the shoes of others, and the golden rule is most often gets ignored. According to the Journal of Psychosomatic Medicine, low social wellness can also lead to low immune system. Good social wellness improves stress management. Signs of affection improve your health. Laughter is good medicine. Healthy friendships relate to healthy personal outlooks and choices in your daily life. Positive social networks improves attitudes and moves, which improves your communication skills. A high percentage of our waking time is spent communicating with others, whether it be a classmate, a professor, the guy in the drive-through. It's just you're communicating with others, and a positive mood and a positive attitude goes a long ways to effective communication. The love principle. How we interact or how we communicate with others can be affected by negative stimuli or sources that dictate our responses. Examples include the mood we are in at the time, the way someone else has recently treated you, and the amount of time that you have available at the time of that interaction. It's important to look at these influences to evaluate how they affect us. We don't want these factors to negatively affect those who are communicating with us. We have the choice on how we interact with those in our lives. We need to take responsibility for our actions. Dennis Waitley has developed the acronym LOVE to describe a positive foundation for communication. Each letter describes actions that we should take to foster positive communication. L, listen. To love is to listen to someone unconditionally, to listen to the needs and values of others without prejudice or judgment. O, overlook. We're not perfect, nobody is. To love someone is to overlook their flaws and faults and look for the good. V, voice. Voice approval and give encouragement on a regular basis. E, for effort. Spend time making that effort and make a constant effort to spend the time making sacrifices and going that extra mile to show your interest. Now, communicating with yourself. To develop goals for effective caring communication, we first need to look at 3 general areas of communication that influence our individual well-being. Communication with self is the first one. A key factor in how we communicate with others is how we communicate with ourselves. What do we say to ourselves? What are we thinking? How do we feel about ourselves? What we say and think to ourselves, consciously and subconsciously, can become our reality. This reality can influence how we act and how we react to people and situations that we encounter. The way that we communicate to ourselves goes a long way in how we will treat others. If we don't think positive thoughts about ourselves, it can be difficult to treat others in a positive way. Our self-esteem or self-respect, the level of satisfaction with yourself, plays a major role in how we communicate and interact with others. If you are positive, an optimist, and your glass is half full, you will be in a better place and will be positive in your interaction with family, friends, and peers. Eight basic needs of humans. God lovingly creates each human being and gives us each a purpose with unique skills and abilities. We get caught up in our busy lives, how much money we make, what material goods we own, big houses, big cars, money. However, to thrive, human beings need intangible things, items that will fill our buckets and make us happy. The eight basic needs. To be loved. Number 2, the need to make a significant difference in our lives and others' lives. Number 3, the need to be admired. Number 4, the need to be recognized for who you are as a person. Number 5, the need to be appreciated. Number 6, the need to be secure. Number 7, the need to be respected. And number 8, the need to be accepted. Now, these principles I just talked about are based on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The first need, physiological needs, is the basic need for survival, such as food, shelter, clothing, water, and air. And once you have this, safety comes into play. After the need for the body is secured, the need to feel safe takes precedence. The sense of personal safety and free from physical harm. Then we move on to social needs, love and belonging. Once a person feels safe, he or she will need to feel loved and accepted by others. Self-esteem, strength, self-mastery, and self-respect are achieved at this level. Self-actualization. This is where the individual reaching their potential through growth, they follow their dreams and develop the ability to achieve their goals. But it's evident that not all of us communicate effectively. Lack of communication can result in one of the most serious problems to individual well-being, that is loneliness. 3 of the greatest problems today are loneliness, isolation, and difficulty with a positive sense of self-esteem. Loneliness is a complex and usually unpleasant emotional response to isolation. This typically includes anxious feelings about a lack of connection or communication with others. Now, there are 2 types of aloneness. Solitude is an aloneness that is by choice. It's a desire to be temporarily set apart from society, a chance to create, a chance to recharge your battery by replenishing your mind, body, and soul. This is seen in a positive manner. Loneliness is imposed aloneness, seen in a negative manner. It carries much sadness, despair, desolation, and emptiness, a sense of being cut off from society. Reasons for loneliness today include materialism or taking comfort in material items, mobility or the common uprooting of families through everyone having their own agenda and not making family a priority, and inadequate basic communication skills. When we do interact with others, how do you express your values and ideas that you wish to share? Do you hold back, or do you become assertive in expressing your values and beliefs? How do you express your thoughts? Assertive communication is I count and you count. All participants can openly express their values and beliefs, and all are assured that everyone is listening. Assertive people state their opinions while still being respectful of others. Aggressive. Aggressive communication is I count, but you do not count. One participant dominates the conversation with little interest or concern for others' feelings or views. Aggressive people attack or ignore others' opinions in favor of their own. Very selfish. Passive communication. I do not count, but you count. A person accepts another's values and feelings as fact without offering his or her own values and beliefs. Passive individuals don't share their opinions at all. Passive aggressive communication is I count and you do not count, but I'm not going to tell you this. Examples of passive aggressive behavior include avoiding direct or clear communication, evading problems, fear of intimacy or competition, making excuses, manipulating, blaming others, obstructionism, playing the victim, sarcasm, backhanded compliments, and hiding anger. Our goal should be to strive for assertive communication where listening is key and all involved can openly and honestly participate in the conversation. Are you an encourager or a discourager? When evaluating your communication skills, ask yourself, are you an encourager or a discourager? An encourager listens. Just listening provides a strong sense of respect and support. They accept. They are not judgmental and accept you for who you are. They compliment. They give compliments rather than complaints. They laugh. A sense of humor helps an encourager focus on the positives. They uplift. An encourager is there for support, helps one get through tough times. Signs of good social wellness. They're not afraid to go different places and learn new things, meet new people. They value diversity, their ability to adjust to different social groups. People enjoy being around you. You demonstrate consistent values and you listen and you show a true care for another's personal beliefs and thoughts. Respect for others is also a good sign of excellent social wellness. So improving social wellness, smile, laugh more often, join a club or volunteer with a group, meet new people, gain friends, new friendships, new relationships that will help you be a more rounded person. Articulate your thoughts by connecting with others, attend social events, visit neighbors and friends, and most important, pray. Improve your social wellness by talking to God. Now, communication with God can be done a couple ways. Reading the Word, reading God's Word through the Bible, or in the Bible, and prayer, just by talking to Him, letting Him know how your day was, thanking Him, asking for forgiveness, and just working on that relationship with God. Now, family wellness. So far, we've learned how to effectively communicate with others. This communication couldn't be more important than in the concept of family. As in all other areas of wellness, it is our responsibility to take steps to help protect our family environment from disintegration. It's all too easy in today's chaotic world to succumb to responsibilities that demand more time or a higher priority than one's family. The family is the basic unit of society. We must be committed to our family, spend time with our family, develop effective family communication, express love and appreciation for other, understanding, develop a spiritual commitment together as a family, and strive to solve problems together. We need to take steps to cultivate a positive environment through making time for fun. Give attention to everyone in the family. Capture family memories through videos and photos for memories. Verbally inspire each other, love without condition, and yield to God by letting go and trusting His plan for your family. Now, the start of every good family is through marriage. Marriage is a gift from God. It is one of the most important bonds and relationships that you'll have in life. Whether you are currently married or single, looking at wellness through the lens of marriage gives you a guide to evaluate your current family or future family relations. The benefits of strong marriage bonds provides positive benefits such as being healthier, making decisions that benefit your well-being and your partner's well-being. People in a strong marriage are happier. And on the other hand, poor marriages produce the risk of depression, greater chance of getting sick, and making poor decisions. Secrets to reinforcing your marriage include praising your spouse for traits that you admire and love. Practice kindness. Do not take your spouse for granted. Solve problems together by talking about feelings and issues. Make time to listen. Recognize the signs that an argument may be getting out of hand. Do not bring up difficult topics when you are angry. Listen and be positive. And do not go to bed mad at each other. Resolve your conflicts. You will have subjects that will change your marriage, such as selfishness, money issues, and how to spend money. Interference from family members and in-laws and unrealistic expectations will all challenge your marriage as you go through life. However, marriage is not for everyone. Not only did God give us marriage as a gift, but He also gave us singleness as a gift. Marriage is not for everyone. Singleness can provide opportunities to devote more time in serving those individuals and or populations who are important in one's life. The responsibilities of each family and family situations vary, but the foundational value of family runs deep throughout all cultures. There will be good times and bad times. We can cope more positively and those burdens as they occur if we keep them in mind, and our current family situation is a gift from God and part of His plan. He has a wonderful plan, not only for yourself, but for your family. Be faithful. In conclusion, we talked about social wellness, which is our relationships and how we interact with others, how we interact with ourselves, our relationships, relationships that can be there for you in both easy and great times and difficult times. Social wellness involves building healthy and nurturing and supportive relationships, as well as fostering a genuine connection with those around you. And that all starts with you. How you act, your attitude, your mood will go a long ways in whether or not you're going to be positive and have positive communication with others. Listening, respecting, and treating people as you want to be treated. This ends tonight's lecture on social wellness. Hopefully you learned something that you can take away and start using. As always, if you have questions, please send me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you and good night.